everyone, it's the Iron Pickaxe here, and I am going to tell you that instead of starting from what state we're in and telling you everything about it, we're actually going to be starting from the very beginning. So, and also, I thought I should also tell you, if you actually often see me looking down, I actually have some notes written to tell you about the 24 states I'm going to be telling you. Now, I hope you will enjoy this video and the next few to come. And in order so you don't miss any videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to get daily videos from me. So I hope you do all enjoy this. So I guess we'll start right where we started off, in the glorious state of Colorado, where shortly after we became homeless, my mom tells me that, we actually went to Canyon City, where through the gorge, we actually rode the Royal Gorge train. And we also went underneath the highest suspension bridge in the world, which is really quite impressive. I don't feel like mentioning that anymore, but it's also where we met our friend Bonnie, who I'll get to later. So, we went through the mountains of South Park, which I have a video on that, or more like the plains of South Park itself. So anyway, while we were in the mountains of South Park, we actually came across a cabin that my grandfather built himself. So then, after that, we went back to Littleton to have a going away / birthday party, and then we went to Flagler, which is on the west side of Colorado, for a few days before we set off on our great adventure. So the second state we went to is Kansas, where we saw my Uncle Ron and Aunt Jackie for a few days. And we were planning to go east, but we couldn't because of so much rain. So we actually went on to the third state, Nebraska. So instead of going east, we went up, so where we actually saw the Pioneer Village. And we also saw a transportation shed with lots of vehicles from back in like the 1920s or stuff like that, including a few steam engines. And for all of you that have paid attention to my blog, you'll remember that, and we also happened to find a kitten wandering through the warehouse. And we found out that it lived in a barn nearby. And then we also went to the North Platte train yard, which had a tower, and the North Platte train yard was the largest train yard in America, as it was sort of in the middle of like New York and California or something like that. So then, after that, we went to South Dakota, which I actually did a video on Mount Rushmore. If any of you that have paid attention to my YouTube channel will remember that. So after we actually went to Wall Drug, I can't remember what that is. But anyway, we also drove through the Badlands before we got to Mount Rushmore, which were pretty high. We went low, and we saw lots and lots of hills. And interesting fact, part of the Badlands was actually used in the first Star Wars film, A New Hope. And it's where R2-D2 got ambushed by the Jawas, and also C-3PO as well. And then after that, we did Mount Rushmore, where I think most of you who have paid attention to my YouTube channel for a long time will remember my video on it. Then after that, we went to Deadwood, or the Black Hills, where we stayed for a few days. Then after that, we decided to go into Wyoming, the fifth state of 24, where all we really saw was Devil's Tower, which was one of the locations that was used in a film, but I can't remember its name. And then after that, we went to Montana, where we basically saw a bunch of ranch lands. And then our seventh state was North Dakota, which had farms and fields of sunflowers.